Hi everybody, it's meteorologist Terry Swails. It's Wednesday and it is a hump day across the Midwest. Everybody humping it, some light at the end of the tunnel here as this week is gradually working its way towards Friday and Saturday and the weekend. But weather-wise, not the best of days around the Midwest. We've got a little storm system that's organizing itself to our southwest and moving quickly northeast. This disturbance has brought up some moisture and created a little overrunning event that's now beginning to unfold. And we've already seen rain work its way into parts of Iowa, and that's now streaking northward. And this will be coming across the Mississippi River this afternoon. And so it looks like rain is a pretty good likelihood through eastern Iowa, northwestern Illinois, and eventually up into Wisconsin. And you can actually see a little blue there on the radar. That's where some snow is mixing in with the rain, especially in northeastern Iowa, parts of southeast Minnesota, and Wisconsin. Could be some minor accumulations up that way. But overall, it looks like the heavier precipitation from this event will stay confined to the area from about the Quad Cities south and west. Where you're seeing the blues there, that's where about a half an inch of precip is expected. And so I'm thinking most of our viewing area, around a quarter to maybe 3/10 of an inch of precip, maybe a little bit more down there in southeastern Iowa. And as you work your way northeast, you can see the dynamics kind of fade out, and the precipitation gets a whole lot lighter as you go up into Minnesota and Wisconsin. But that is the area that could see a couple, 3 inches of slushy snow. Now we're going to move on from there, and we're going to take you out now to Saturday morning, and this is where things get kind of ugly around here in terms of temperatures and wind. Look at that high pressure, 1050 millibars. That is massive, big old high. And as that works its way across the Midwest, it'll start to send colder air back in here on Friday. So we don't expect to see a real great day there. It could actually start Friday with a little bit of rain or rain and snow mixed. And then that moves on out, and the high pressure starts to tighten up the pressure gradient, and the winds really begin to blow in. And they'll be blowing in with vigor from the northwest, and that ties into some Arctic air. And we're looking at temperatures on Saturday afternoon that are only going to hold in the 20s across many parts of the upper Midwest. And you throw in some winds, and this is what we're looking at for winds with that big old high. They could be up there around 30 miles per hour on the gusts. So 30 mile per hour winds and temperatures in the 20s, that's going to get you a pretty nasty wind chill. And here you can see the wind chills are down there around 10 to 15 degrees, even colder than that up in Minnesota and Wisconsin. And with the Festival of Trees parade on Saturday, if you're participating in that in any way, shape, or form, just as a spectator or like me, expected to walk in it, dress warmly. It is going to be a cold one out there on Saturday. Now, one thing we don't see in the next 8 days here is a lot of snow around the Midwest. There'll be some in the Rockies, and further out in the northeastern United States could be an issue there. But over the Midwest, it looks like high pressure will dominate once this big high comes on in here. And so I think the week next week, which is a big travel week for everybody with Thanksgiving, looks pretty benign around much of the nation's midsection. So if you are going to be doing some traveling, I don't see any issues here in the Midwest. The worst problems would be way out over the eastern United States where rain and snow is expected to be an issue. But around here, looks like pretty quiet conditions. The trip to Grandma's house should be a-okay. And I'm sure the food will be spectacular. I always like Thanksgiving. It's a good holiday for eating and fun. At any rate, that's your update here on this hump day. Hope you enjoy it. Have a good day. And as always, roll weather.